guys, we're going to start our jump rope unit. And so I'm using a jump rope today that I've used the YouTube video that's on the beginning of the playlist, and I made it out of plastic grocery bags. It's actually a little short for me because when you stand on the bottom, it should, for an adult, come up to my shoulders, but mine is a little short. When you do yours, you can have it a little longer. For children, it can come sort of all the way up to your ears. So you can certainly make it plenty long when you make your jump rope. So I used 8 grocery bags in a line for each of the chains. So I probably needed to use 9 or maybe even 10 for someone that's my height. So if your jump rope isn't long enough, you can always just open up your tape. You can attach another bag and you can braid another set of bags, and that way you'll make it a little bit longer. So hopefully you have a jump rope that's a good length for you. So you're going to start with the rope behind you. You're going to start with your hands pointing down. Your hands should always be pointing at the ground when you're ready to start and when you jump. You don't want your hands up like this, because look what happens to the jump rope when I do that. It's high up in the air, which means I'm going to be jumping really high, which means I'm not going to be very fluent with my jumps. I'm not going to be able to do one jump and then another jump, and I'm going to use a lot of energy. So hands are facing down. We'll start with some single bounce jumps. So we're just going to go over our head, and that means we jump it one time each time the rope comes around. So single bounce jumping. And when you need to stop it, just lift your toes up and you can trap it under your feet. That's going to be useful when we do our routines later, so that way it can look good and we'll know exactly when you've stopped. All right, now we're going to do a double bounce jump. When we do a double bounce jump, it means that we do our single jump over the rope and then an extra little bounce jump while we're waiting for the rope to come around. So it's a jump, 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 jump. So it looks like this. So jump the rope, and I'm jumping in between. So when I'm turning, you see my feet are doing another little bounce. So I jump the rope and bounce. Jump, bounce, jump, bounce, jump, bounce, jump, bounce. And that is double bounce. And again, I can trap the rope when it comes around. Double bounce takes a little bit less energy because it gives you that kind of break. You go a little bit slower. If I do single bounce, I'm going to get tired faster because I can jump really, really fast. If I do double bounce, I can jump a lot slower. I can turn the rope a lot slower, meaning I jump a lot less times, meaning that I could save some energy. So there's your single bounce and your double bounce jumps. Oh, before I go, backwards jumps. So everything that you can do forwards with single bounce, double bounce, you can also do backwards. So when you're going to jump backwards, we have our rope start in the front. Again, hands face down, arms circle over. When it comes around, we jump. We can jump single bounce, or we can jump double bounce. And that's our backwards jump. So we have single bounce, double bounce, forwards, and backwards. Work on the practice plan.